Today I ran into one of the founders in our Ignite class at a coffee shop, and we got to talking about where we are in our ventures. And we're both in like a marketplace. We're in real estate. They're in like the nonprofit funding sector. And what we realized is that there's a certain level of pattern interruption that is required to get users on the platform, especially on the, I guess for both of us, on the supply side. And the way to get them on there is heavily through networking, but also meeting them where they're at. Because a lot of people aren't willing to change what they do, even if there's a high possibility for reward. They want almost like that guarantee, or they see it actually be done. And the way to do that is by meeting them where they're at, providing them a service that they're already accustomed to, and then tying the product through that. So that they, whether they're paying or they're not, most likely, ideally they're paying for the service specifically, not for the product yet or the platform. And with that service, the experience that they have with you is amplified, not just as you as a founder of a startup, but also through the software itself. So that while they may not have purchased or bought into the idea of whatever the SaaS is, software as a service, they bought into the service. So they've shown you they need your problem. You've shown them you can fix it, because other people, there's a lot of, if they need this service and they're willing to pay for it, they most likely believe that it's a standard out there for people to pay for that type of service. So for wholesaling, it's JVing. For their nonprofits, it's getting people funding, getting nonprofits funding from philanthropical businesses or ventures. And having that service where people are open to paying and know that's what's needed because there's value right there, and then tying in your product and making their experience that much better is one of the best ways for just to grow your product in general, but to wean them into being like, okay, here's the actual value. Obviously, we never want to charge you unless you actually feel like this is bringing you value. And when they do receive that value from the platform, they know what they're paying for. The other big thing is getting in there, getting your foot in the door to actually be able to test it out with real world users, and being able to iterate quickly of okay, we're working on this, we're serving this this client, and these are the things that they need. Now, how can we iterate on the product on the software end so that we can take advantage and properly provide the solution of the biggest bottlenecks in their business? And by doing that over and over again, eventually you get to a point where the product is so good that it basically runs itself for the service, where you have a small play in it, but it's mostly the product, the software doing it. And at that point is when they will see the value directly from it and be able to feel comfortable paying, or want to honestly beg you to pay, and want you to, maybe not beg, that's kind of a stretch, but want to pay for it because they feel like they're getting so much value from it. Now, we're both in a stage where we're kind of starting to get that, and we're trying to keep building. And who knows? It takes a long time, but any day that you're doing this can be a day where someone finds out, oh, this is exactly what I need. Hand over the money. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about providing the most value for these clients and these customers in a way where you're growing with them, and through them using it, you're creating a better experience for them and for all future users. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.